Okay, today we are at the Queen Mary. This is located in Long Beach, California. We opted to take the self-guided tour because we were going to be going to the Aquarium of the Pacific later in the day. There are restaurants at the Queen Mary, but they do have limited availability as far as the time. The Promenade Cafe and the Midship Marketplace were both open during the time period that we were there early in the day, but we had eaten breakfast before we began our road trip. So on this visit, we were only going to be participating in the self-guided tour. So one thing really nice about the self-guided tour, once you pay your admission ticket, then you can take your time visiting the different sections of the ship. This gives you an opportunity to take more time in the areas that you find more interesting and less time in the areas that are not of interest to you. Even taking a video in the restroom to show the history and the photos that they have from long ago at the beginning of the time during the Queen Mary. One thing you will notice, there is a lot of beautiful woodwork in the ship. There is an opportunity to walk around, look out the windows, check out all the furnishings, the carpeting, the walls. I'm pretty sure the carpeting has been replaced, but the walls are beautiful, the woodwork there. So be sure and take the time to look around as you're walking through. When you enter the ship, you will begin at deck, I believe it was at deck 4. So you enter at the ground level and then they will direct you where to start the tour. And you can follow along on your map to take yourself on the self-guided tour. There are also guided tours. Some of the available tours are the Glory Days Historical Tour, Glory Days Historical Tour in Spanish, Hollywood Tour, VIP Art Deco Tour, Royal VIP Tour, and Afternoon Tea. There is also the Haunted Encounters Tour and the Steam and Steel Tour. One thing that was really interesting, we started in the engine room and you could really get way down into the belly of the beast, so to speak. There were several floors or several decks of the engine room and several staircases leading farther and farther down into the bottom of the ship, and including an area where you can actually see the original propeller that is still attached to the Queen Mary. So today we are at the Queen Mary. This is the stairway to the engine room. So you enter at one point, take the elevators up. We went ahead and took the liberty of using the restroom. There's really nothing else at that section. So you come up and over and then enter again to start at the engine room.
I know, right?
As you are walking through this area is called the Visitor Center. To get to the engine room, you will see there are other models on display, and there is a timeline of historical events in the history of the Queen Mary. And then you will also see a Lego display of the Queen Mary.
Look at that. Look at these pigs, buddy.
So this is a model built with Legos.
Down here. I don't know if it's a display or an actual necessity for this happening. The fortified the ship.
Charlton Heston.
That's Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
Played Fix and Memory. He was an NRA spokesman. He was sick from dead hands. We got the patch. Moral patch on the safe in the yeah, okay. Look at those diesel engines. I wonder what this lever does. Oh man, I bet you was so noisy.
Here we are going down even lower into the engine room.
Oh, when you come back up, when I'm standing here, look down, okay?
Queen Mary engine room.
That seems a little claustrophobic. Good, we need you to do it.
Look at, you can see the water reflecting here. See the water?
What? Really?
We are in the belly of the beast. The engine room at the Queen Mary.
You gotta go there and empty it out and do it all over again.
You can see the water. I mean the reflection of the water.
So basically what it is two pipes, people, and then that clamps over, cushion clamp, right? That clamp. And they tighten it up and it makes this ends up being stronger than both those ends. Such a tight grip of it.
Dude, it goes lower.
Mm-hmm. This is awesome, guys. Look at that light bulb, Mama. It looks like it's huge, right? But it looks like it's just a regular bulb and then a big glass case.
That needle fell off. Oh yeah. I see the bulb now.
Oh, man. Felix, can you stand at the end? Yeah. Ouch. I'm okay. When you smell it, it still has to smell good. Because this is in the control of the light. It's doing this thing when I take the picture, it's in darkness. Yeah. The pictures come out better, I'll show you what I mean. So I took one while I was doing that timer thing, and what was out, and see the difference? That looks better. I like the timer. Look at this gear, we go. Oh, look how many bits have broken off of it. Yeah. Oh.
Holy crap. These gears, guys.
Take a look at me go. Turn to your side and then all the broken edges. Look at all the broken edges of the gear.
Dude, they have an escalator down here? Oh. Oh, let's go down here. Dude. You could get lost in here. 10 minutes for one revolution. That is crazy. So here we are in the engine room of the Queen Mary. This is actually pretty awesome. The rest of my group is coming up, so hope you enjoy the tour of the engine room. Thanks for watching. So what's really cool is they give you the map and they show you the way to the engine room. So I thought, okay, cool, we'll just go on into the engine room. But what you don't realize is there's a lot of stairways down that lead all the way down farther into the engine room. Yeah, so pretty cool. Some more behind me. Sorry, I have like a permanent scowl. That's just how my face is. But this is actually pretty cool. Look at all those gauges.
You let me know when you want a picture, so I'll keep taking them all day long. Serious.
All right. Here we go. Back up to the top. So they give us a map. So here is the map. Kind of plain. Ground level. I honestly don't even know what level we're on right now. Level 2? A deck, R deck, M deck. Oh, it says engine room right here. But you just go down below, and then so it doesn't really have a map of the underground portion of the engine room. And then up here is where the sister ships, Sisters of the Sea exhibit is. So then we'll take the stairs back up to that section. All right. And here we go, back up the stairs. And then you'll see on the map, we'll be at the level where the Sisters of the Sea exhibit is. And I think there is a guided tour, so we will take a break. Okay, and now we will be going up to the upper decks. So it's hard to get a video of the map because when it's shiny, it does not really focus. or it blocks out some of the images. But when you arrive, you will check in and they will give you a map. Next, we will be going up on the upper decks. Let's take a walk around here. So there's another stairway, but I don't know where that leads to. Wow, this is a cutaway of the Queen Mary. So you can see here all the different segments, and then on the wall it has painted the information. So you see how each area has a number, and then you look on the map here, the legend, and it will tell you what that is. Key to sectional plan of the Queen Mary. Now let's go a little closer. That's pretty cool. You see it has name A, B, C, D. So this is the other stairwell that you can access from the deck that has the Sisters of the Sea exhibit. And this leads to the Winston Churchill and the Queen Mary. I believe there is a film playing, so I'm not going to video while we are in there. I just wanted to get a picture of this little exhibit right there.
Than we could ever have planned if we had not marched together through the fire.
There's a mural on the side. Without victory, there is no survival. Winston Churchill.
Wait, is that actually no? Okay, why would they have it?
Like, is there plexiglass here? No, you can walk in there. One of the exhibits at the Queen Mary is a film and a display called Their Finest Hours, Winston Churchill and the Queen Mary. This tells the relationship of Winston Churchill with the Queen, and this served as his seaborne war room during World War II. It is thought that Churchill traveled aboard the Queen Mary at least 10 times during war and peace, but there is an informational display as well as a short film in the display, Their Finest Hours.
You hear the sounds of the area? Not like that map. That's all. Water. For the president? Churchill and Roosevelt.
Our Hitler ordered plans and the increased rate to do everything was necessary to do. They completed one of the greatest bullships
The Queen Mary delivered him to the United States this vehicle which the early plans for Operation Overlord and D-Day are going to be discussed.
He said, look what Ben
knew that the American alliance would be essential. What he
This is even mine.
became something which in the end was inevitable.
Oh, wow.
Real extraordinary material resource of the United States was brought to bear, and these little troops crossing on the Queen. Churchill once said that the two queens had saved in the other war, reduced the duration of the war to 12 months.
What does that say? Oh, Romeo and Juliet.
That was a turning point, I think. We knew at that time, yeah, that our life would change. Finland said, all right, you sons of bitches, you're going into combat. In 24 hours, some of you bastards are going to be dead. That's what finally hit me. This is for real. Someone said, you're not in the 30th Division, you're scout in the 120th Regiment, 3rd Battalion. Old Hickory,
Yeah, it looks so beautiful. In the Finland, you go to a long.
Fire campaign, Northern France.
That's solid.
So they use the ship across the ocean. Bunch of U-boats. The reason they couldn't catch it.
To enter the room, kids could ride a slide right down in the playroom and have some fun. The Queen Mary has many large rooms called salons that can be used for listening to music, or meetings in their cars.
That's all?
There's one animal sign.
Really? That's all the bigger it was.
Oh, the bigger it was, look how huge that thing is. It's probably 20, 30 feet around.
No.
20.
So 25 years before it gets tolerated, you know.
This is nothing but rear steerage. So there's the big cylinders for the compressor or the rudder.
Amazing.
I think it's gonna be 30 inches around. You know, they work in conjunction with each other. They each tolerated all that.
I do the same thing.
Yeah,
Check
you wanna
everyone like
See if it moves.
yeah. Can you imagine if a kid came in here and this thing moved? They'd be there for hours,
Oh, yeah, just spin it.
pretending they're steering the boat.
Yeah, all the pressure being used.
We are entering on deck 4. Deck 4.
Somebody had tickets for a free coffee or something, she said,
So I think if you take a special tour, then you would be going into this area, the museum. Queen Mary Archive Museum.
It's kind of hard to see with the glare on the glass.
Dude, that looks awesome. Look at all the rust from the anchors, huh?
That way you can tell where the rust is actually coming from.
Hey, want to go in the shops?
Yes.
While we're here? Let's get our shirt while we're
There's
here.
a little sous vide.
Take a look at this deck. I imagine it's the original. Now we're going to head back to the shops.
My love.
You need me to size it on you? twin 40 millimeter anti-aircraft. Ooh, we got a wedding.
Are they up on the right level? Yeah. I thought it was one more up. No, it's that one. No, that's ours. Yeah.
Cannot see. So, do I see the whole mast or not? The sun glare is crazy.
Has soul, it's a living being. I feel it most. My grandchildren
I'm sure you saw the camera shake because that gave me a damn heart attack. But that was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, let's go up these stairs. And where does this lead to? Nope, no entry. No entry. So that whistle or horn means that it's 12 o'clock. Radio room, wireless room, bridge, officers' quarters. And the sun is very bright, so I can't tell if we got an image of that sign. Oh, there, see the sign? Horn sounds at 12, 10, 12, 3, and 6. Holy crap, look at that bridge. I don't think this will lead out to the other side. Oh, maybe it does. Let's see. No. Let's see. Just take a peek. No, does not. Oh, 1 hour left. Liberace. Yes, you can get married on the Queen Mary. I don't know why you would come on a cruise and try to weigh yourself. I definitely would not be doing that. Here we are at the back of the ship, and there is the Carnival panorama. Loading on all the provisions and the passengers. This is the Britannia Salon. Britannia Salon. Beautiful view. Beautiful dance hall. Stage over here. I would imagine if you have an event here, you would use this area for your reception. Actually, it looks like he might be setting up for such an event. Ooh, the air down the hallway feels good. This is one of the hallways for the staterooms. M level. Okay, so we don't need to go all the way down here. So let's go in this hallway and go down. See if we can find B. getting close. 322, 324, 326, 328, 330, 332. There it is. There it is. 340. There it is. All right. I need to go find my group. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. 340. I do not feel anything. I do not see anything.